Wrestling. Wait a minute. The Outlaw and Melissa look at each other. They hug. What a telecast we have had for you. What a night. And that man right there stands tall as the greatest professional wrestler today, the Outlaw Andy Runyon. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed one of the greatest nights in wrestling history, full of drama, full of intensity, full of excitement. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to join us this weekend, May 23rd, for Chris Brown. Action. Good evening and welcome to Century Communications Channel 9 presentation of Monday Night Madness. I'm Chris Brown and my broadcast partners Tom O'Neill is vacationing this week, and there you see the live wire Chris Smith, who of course we're not live, but he's out there right now as the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine getting ready to square off, I believe, against the Mercenary here in the second round matches, vying for the Superstar Wrestling Federation title in this event that was held in Garrison, Kentucky. Again, fans, we're glad to have you with us, and right off the bat, a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, a lot of concern about the future of Andy Runyon, the leader of the Outlaws, the SWF champion 7 times, and there you see the live wire signing autographs. Will he be signing a contract to remain a Superstar Wrestling Federation competitor, along with the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine, currently one of the tag team champions? This and all more will be decided within the coming month and a half. But fans, right off the bat, we do want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. We want to give thanks for this great year that we have with Superstar Wrestling Federation as well as WGI, and more appreciation here in a moment. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, that is. Whoa, okay. Now, Heartbreaker, this is a family hour show here. As you see the reaction that the Outlaws get, and speaking of that, I want to right up front apologize for some of my statements last week in regard to our commissioner, Randy Allen, and no, he didn't put me up to this, but I do feel like that any of his opinions and comments are certainly not reflective of the producers of this show or anyone from Century Communications or, for that matter, any of the higher-ups in SWF. But actually, that doesn't matter because he is the highest up in the Superstar Wrestling Federation, and he is controlling things with the puppet strings, and I do not rescind my comments about that. It was a little bit harsh to call him the Antichrist, but I'll tell you, we just get wrapped up and involved in this, and if you had to deal with this man, I think maybe you'd know what I'm talking about. It's just really disgraceful how he's doing things here, and more about it later. I do plan to have an in-depth conversation with the live wire Chris Smith, who is involved in every way with all of this, in just a short while. But let's not take anything away from the second round bout from that evening. We have the Heartbreaker and the Mercenary. Major's Militia versus the Outlaws. It's been said and repeated over and over again, but this rivalry just won't die, as the Heartbreaker, Jay Vastine, getting ready to square off, and there you see the flair, if you will, and charisma of this individual. Pink and blue clad, and the black and white and gray, all mixed together are the Mercenary, and that's what you get, a little bit of black, white, and gray out of the Merce. And there you see a count by referee Sean Compton, our backup official for this evening, and there you see the Mercenary charging with a missed double axe handle. The Heartbreaker getting ready to send him off the ropes. Coming back off, and a clothesline almost takes him down. Mercenary still standing in the middle of the ring. He comes off the ropes, does the Heartbreaker another clothesline attempt, and doesn't fall him, but the third one does. And the fans here in Garrison, supportive of this man, as, wait a minute, there you see, sunset flip, and the Mercenary with a missed punch. No water in that pool, if you will, and the Heartbreaker in cat-like reflexes quickly back up top. Mercenary clotheslined down. Portsmouth fans and Superstar Wrestling Federation action, get ready for it. Coming December 5th. That's right, we're less than 2 weeks away from the United Way of Southern Ohio show at the 17th Street Armory. As we mentioned, proceeds benefiting the local United Way, as the Mercenary using his Major Massacre type tactic, if you will, on the Heartbreaker to gain the upper hand. December 5th, Saturday night. Be sure to get your tickets at the United Way of Southern Ohio, which can be found on 11th Street in Portsmouth as you're going into the New Boston vicinity. And you can also catch it at Napa and the House of Bargains in Portsmouth. The Mercenary picking up the Heartbreaker and sending him across that top rope, and oh, that's got to do it to you. Also, we want to mention that the tickets, as usual, will be $5 general admission, $8 for ringside. In advance of the show, $8 for GA and $10 for ringside the night of the show. As the Mercenary getting warnings from Sean Compton as he chokes on the Heartbreaker. These two men, we're going to find out how hungry they are for the gold, for the SWF title, so coveted by so many in independent wrestling today, including the man on the outside of the ring, the live wire Chris Smith, who now, thanks to the chicanery and terrible tactics of Major Massacre, is now without his American Championship. And more on that later. But a fine reign by this young man, and certainly well-deserved, as the Mercenary goes to choking on the Heartbreaker. Mercenary with him up and body slam down. The Heartbreaker already feeling for that lower back. And as we would ask from live wire Chris Smith, you know, the strenuous nature of this type of a tournament, whoever wins this bout, unless it would be, of course, the man that gets the bye, and that's William Thunder the First, I guess, being #1 contender. But whoever goes through all this is going to have to withstand 4 matches this night. Will it be the Mercenary? Will it be the Heartbreaker? Mercenary dragging the Heartbreaker over to the corner, dragging his face across the top rope. What a terrible act. Compton stepping in. Again, we were pleased, and thanks for the support of the fans of the Garrison Volunteer Fire Department. We look forward to coming back to the great Commonwealth of Kentucky someday soon. As the Heartbreaker with a little resurgence. Another punch to the Mercenary. He sends him into the corner. Irish whip into the opposite corner. He catches him in, ready for the up and over, but to no avail, and Mercenary's got him set up as he going for the tombstone pile driver. He lands it. And the Heartbreaker, Jay Vastine, looks like he could be finished off, but the Mercenary gloating without the aid of Major Masker. But here comes the Sarge, formerly of Major's Militia, with a bat in hand, getting the attention of the Mercenary. Now the Sarge fully distracting the Mercenary with his bat in hand and his ailing bicep, but he claims to be back by the first of the year or so, as there's the Vastine salt to the unsuspecting Mercenary. Look for bigger things to come from the Sarge and look for revenge on Major's Militia, but right now, Vastine with the Heartbreaker goes for the nice finishing move right there, and he did indeed pin him. And that bout barely lasting 8 minutes, but the Heartbreaker advances in the SWF title tournament, and he'll have to last a lot longer. But here comes Commissioner Randy Allen, and I've got to yield the floor to him. It's his orders. Mercenary with some words of warning to the Sarge, who now steps inside of the ring. What's going on here? We got security present, and both referees, if you will. Commissioner Allen with an appropriate darker colored officiating outfit, because like it or not, he is the law right now in the SWF.
3 weeks ago, we don't have a doctor's release to be here. I told you, you can stay on this ring. So I ain't sitting in the outside.
That is accurate.
Kentucky's finest. Please step up here. Get on in here.
Oh my, what's going on now? What's he trying to do? Who's he involving? Oh, here comes an officer of the law. One of Garrison's finest is now getting ready to attend, if you will, to an arrest, it appears. And there is the deputy himself, Dwayne Stone, and they're getting ready to arrest the Sarge. Oh, talk about a miscarriage of justice. What has this man done? He entered the ring. Although he did have a weapon, the bat. Maybe that's why. Well, it's obvious that Randy Allen, just because he is uninvited, the Sarge is getting hauled out of here to the clink. Where does Randy Allen think he's coming from? And this arrest will no doubt stay on his record, being out of state and everything. What a disgraceful, does the madness ever end? Wait a minute, there's Wayne Nighthawk coming out of the crowd. He's been recently spotted with the Sarge. They have a bit of an alliance, and of course he has a deep hatred for the commissioner. Is Wayne Nighthawk's days numbered? Wait a minute, Commissioner, slamming away as you hear chants of the outlaw in the background. And as we mentioned, more on the contractual situation to come when it relates to the outlaws. You see, the law enforcement officers are coming back to haul off Wayne Nighthawk. This is just terrible. But the outlaws' contract is in question. Let me repeat, that's right, fans, the outlaw will possibly no longer be part of the Superstar Wrestling Federation after January 1st of '99. That is the issue, that is the news, that is the thing that is gripping everyone in all of independent wrestling. And one of his partners, one of his brothers, if you will has promised me that he will be joining us in the broadcast booth momentarily to answer some of those most pressing questions and to see if there's been any change in the contractual status of late. We can only hold out hope that the commissioner will gain a brain cell or two and decide to sit down and negotiate with the man who leads not only the outlaws, not only the titles of many organizations, but all of independent wrestling, Andy Runyon. But I better shut up because the commissioner has handed down a no interrupt clause. When he's speaking, we're all supposed to shut up and listen. And he also means all of you fans, that's right. We're sorry to say, more in a moment with the Live Wire.
Returning to the 17th Street Armory for another edition of Monday Night Madness. Make sure you bring your signs. The Outlaws are going to be in the house for what may be their final appearance in the SWF. It's December 5th at the 17th Street Armory.
Come see the Live Wire. Between matches, but I'm joined by the Live Wire, Chris Smith. And first of all, we've got the SWF title tournament going on. The Outlaws getting set to square off with Major Massacre. Any game plan for that?
We're basically just going to do the thing that we do each and every week right here on Madness, and that is go in and take care of business. Bottom line, the Outlaws are going to come back tonight with the SWF World title once again around the waist of either the Outlaw Andy Runyon or the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine.
All right, Live Wire, we want the answer. We want the truth, and we can handle the truth, and that is that the situation involving the Outlaw Andy Runyon, the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine, and yourself is a very grave and grim deal right now, because the situation is that there is no deal. Well, there's no negotiated contract. There's nothing that's been put on the table. This is the information provided to us as of last week through Tom O'Neill. Can you confirm or deny any of the truth of this?
Well, you know, discussing with my lawyers on what I can and cannot say, all I can definitely tell you is that our contract is up as of January 1st, 1999. Second,
but you can understand the frustration that we're dealing with. Not to interrupt you, Live Wire, but we want to know some answers. We want to find out, is there going to be an outlaw group in the 1999 SWF year?
Well, I can say this. There is going to be an outlaw group in the 1999 year. SWF year, well, I can't tell you for sure. One thing is for sure, where the Outlaws go is where the Outlaws are going to stand. And that's just the way it is. We're not going to split up. If Andy leaves and he's not re-signed, you will not see myself or the Heartbreaker wrestling in the SWF.
Even though that's much more interesting than what he has to say, let's go to Major Massacre. Whoa, he's talking about you. Your feelings about losing the title to this man.
You know, everybody that saw the tape knows what happened. I was robbed of that title, basically.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, and the fact that it was an American title match in the middle of an SWF tournament, what's going on with that? I don't understand.
Do you see this as just more of the total collaboration between the Commissioner Allen and Major Massacre?
I gotta go, man.
Oh, man. Well, more hopefully soon. Promise me you'll come back, Live Wire. He said okay, but we'll find out as Major Massacre throws the words out and the Outlaws deliver with the promise that they always have. 7 times the man, if you will, the Superstar Wrestling Federation champion of old, and if you ask me, of the new as well. He is the leader of this band of outlaws, and he is the recognized leader of the fans in the SWF, and he's also a well-respected wrestler throughout all of independent wrestling. That is no bogus statement. There are a lot of people that know this man and respect him for what he does inside the ring. And it's just that the people that know him real well also respect what he does outside of the ring. And this man, he's a truly hard-working individual all the way around. I think you've got to say that, whether you like him or not. The fact is that he's also very popular. And in this organization, popularity doesn't go over well with one of the most unpopular individuals. That's Commissioner Randy Allen. But at the risk of losing my job, and at this point, fans, I can't afford to do that, I will keep it clean and only regard to Commissioner Allen as my boss. And there you see one of the tag team champions. Take nothing away from that, because it shows the cohesiveness between himself and his cousin, the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine. Many could say whom he made in this organization, or at least gave the opportunity to rise to the success and fame that he has. The athletic ability was already there. The Outlaw Andy Runyon saw that. But just the attitude needed adjusted, if you will. And so did the direction, and that is what he has done with Jay Vastine. Live Wire Chris Smith. He has taken this young man, and through the tutelage of his experience and abilities, he has brought him to the point that he needs to be. in this SWF wrestling ring. As you see Sean Compton going over the rules of the match, if you will, with the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine. Meanwhile, Major Massacre is outside of the ring trying to just communicate that he is not at all interested in wrestling in this match, apparently. And this is getting a very shocked and surprised look from the Garrison faithful. And no calls right now, please. But I know we've got a lot of fans wondering what's going on, a lot of calls coming into the SWF offices. Fans, we will try to communicate as quickly as we can. Any information and news that we get across the wire. Our investigative reporter, Tom O'Neill, unfortunately is vacationing this week. We needed him this time around as bad as ever. But right now we're getting set to see a matchup that we've seen before, if you will. A colliding of the Outlaw Andy Runyon and Major Massacre. SWF action returns to Portsmouth, Ohio, December 5th, the 17th Street Armory. Get your tickets at the United Way of Portsmouth. The United Way of Southern Ohio is going to benefit from this show as Major Massacre getting chased out of the arena by the Outlaw. And what is going on? What is the meaning of this? As the referee Sean Compton watches, wait a minute, here comes Major back in. The Outlaw back on his case again, and what's going on? He grabs the Major Massacre, and what's shaking? Oh, the bones of Major Massacre on the heels of that suplex. The Outlaw garnering the support. Commissioner Allen obviously has let jealousy. What's he going for? A box of equipment. Oh, into the head of Major Massacre. And there's only one other man in this organization that I feel like would deserve something like that even more. But I can't say who that is because he's my boss. And wait a minute. Major Massacre with the he went into that post hard, let me tell you, with that shoulder getting shook up on that one, and now he's planted in the chair. What's the Outlaw going for here? What an entertaining wrestler, but it's all shrouded by the latest problems going on in the SWF, and I do mean problems in leadership, and that's all I'll say as the clothesline takes down Major Massacre. Where have you gone, Danny boy? You've lost the reins and the control, and meanwhile, Commissioner Allen most certainly is ruling with an ironclad fist as Major Massacre gets tossed up, straight up into the ring. And the Outlaw, wait a minute, live wire up onto the ring apron, and we will get more from him later as the Outlaw grabs Major Massacre. He's getting, and wait a minute, Sean Compton's nowhere to be found as a belly-to-back suplex takes Major back down as the first actual wrestling maneuver takes place in the squared circle, and Compton's back in to count 2.5 as Major is already down and out. This is how talented this Andy Runyon is. Major Massacre is just not a Johnny-come-lately. But he has dominated this Major throughout his career, and you can better believe that there's a jealous bone in his body toward the Outlaw as a gut-wrench suplex takes down Major Massacre. And you can better believe that if Major has anything to do with it, he is in the ear, so to speak, of the commissioner, cheering him all the way relentlessly to remove the Outlaw and his band of merry men from this organization, or at least Andy Runyon, because he is the most dangerous, at least at this point and juncture in his career. Pardon me. Nonetheless, SWF action returns to the 17th Street Armory in Portsmouth for the United Way of Southern Ohio. United Way of Portsmouth. Portsmouth has tickets for you. $5 general admission, $8 ringside. Also Napa in Portsmouth and the House of Bargains in Portsmouth. As, our cameraman, oh my gosh, the terrible maneuver there as Livewire adding to the pain there and salt in the wound of Major Massacre as he went in that post the hard way. And the Outlaw, wait a minute, I think our cameraman likes those little pictures that has the sailboat coming down out of it with the water draining out, if you will. As Major Massacre back up, Outlaw to the apron, and with a clothesline goes down Major Massacre. There are his Outlaw fans, and these men will be devastated if the Outlaw Andy Runyon will not be part of SWF action in 1999. if he is not going to be in Portsmouth as the ear-ringing chair shot to the head of Major Massacre, and Outlaw Andy Runyon has dominated this match. The problem is, my concern is will he be able to dominate any match in the SWF in 99? And fans, on Thanksgiving week, yours truly, I want to give tremendous praise and thanks for a man who's made it all possible for me, the man who just landed a very devastating butt bomb to the spine of Major Massacre, who kicks out at the last second. But regardless of whether this man goes 4 matches strong, and he can do it, believe me, tonight, and wins that SWF tournament championship again, as you see the appearance of William Thunder the First in the right-hand portion of your screen, as there's a body slam setting up Major Massacre. What's Thunder doing out here? Let's just call him, let's just front him out, if you will. William Thunder the First, who is also part of Commissioner Allen's contingency. Wait a minute. Andy Runyon, who hasn't spotted him yet apparently, is up top and misses with the leg drop, and Major Massacre, with no water in the pool, takes over, booting the knee tremendously, and now the other knee. And wait a minute, Sean Compton trying to count, and Major Massacre pulls it back into the squared circle. But I do want to say what a privilege and honor it's been. I hate to do this, fans. It makes me feel like I'm reading the man's epitaph, like I'm reading or preaching the eulogy at his funeral. But the Outlaw Andy Runyon has indeed been an absolute asset to me in my wrestling announcing career. And I would hate to see this organization and all of you fans go without seeing such an entertaining individual, regardless of his personality conflict with Commissioner Allen. And my plea, I'm begging at this point for Commissioner Allen to see the error in his ways, not really even the error in his ways. Let me rescind that statement. To just see where everybody's coming from and how much money the Outlaw means to this organization, how much popularity and everything and success and fame that he brings to the SWF, and how that can benefit Commissioner Allen. And please, sir, we beg of you to put an offer on the table of some sort. Please let this man know that we care and we want him. But nonetheless, Major Massacre going to work on that knee. He rolls him up into a bit of a small package, and to no avail. Outlaw Andy Runyon with several pinning combinations on Major Massacre. Thus far, none to finish him off. Major going for that half crab again, his signature move, as Sean Compton back down checking on the Outlaw. Also, fans, a quick news flash, a bulletin that Tom O'Neill did pass along to us. Born to be Wild 2. January, and we're 2 months away, or maybe a little bit more than 2 months away. Mitford High School, get ready. Our most successful event up to this point in 1998, I feel we can say with a great deal of confidence. Mitford High School Falcons, we're coming your way again to benefit the baseball team out there, and we're pleased to announce that one. Probably at this point looks like it's going to be late January, more on it later. And Major Massacre, speaking of morons, and Sean Compton jawing in the center of the ring, taking away from the match as the Outlaw tries to regain some strength, and he's got his leg on the rope. Compton notices it. Major has nothing of it. How long will it take for Commissioner Allen to get Sean Compton in his hip pocket? Or is he entertaining other offers? But nonetheless, Major choking away on the Outlaw. The very man who, if it may be a stretch, but the very man who has meant so much to his career. The man whom he's defeated a few times, illegally so, will grant you for that title. All the independent titles he's held, all of them that I can think of, Major Massacre has beaten and cheated, and however he's done it, but he's defeated the Outlaw for them. This man has meant so much to so many, and it would be a crying shame, a terrible atrocity if he were to leave us. Major Massacre with a boot to the knee, and another. The Garrison fans getting behind the Outlaw. He's sitting and being pulled into the ring by Major. What's going to happen, fans, if this man leaves us? Oh, and Major misses. No water in the pool on that splash to the knee attempt. Andy Runyon back up. playing a little bit of possum, but showing the worst for wear on that knee. Major with a sweep of it. Down goes the Outlaw, back up again. Major after it again with a sweep. And the Outlaw trying to gain momentum and strength. Major knocking it back down. No, one punch. Two punches and a third falls Major Massacre. The Outlaw picks him back up. Sets him up. Boot to the midsection. Will it be the attitude adjustment? I dare say this man's attitude is beyond adjusting, but he just received the finishing maneuver of the Outlaw, who goes up top and clotheslines William Thunder the First. Fans, we've got an all-out brawl in Garrison, Kentucky. SWF title tournament. William Thunder the First and the Outlaw. He's outside of the ring. He hasn't won anything yet. Major Massacre inside. Come back, Outlaw. No. What just happened? Oh, my God, no. My God, no. How can it be? Major Massacre wins this bout. Oh, how can he succeed in the tournament into the next round and the Outlaw be defeated? How? I ask you, what is the meaning of this? The Outlaw, by all rights and just desert, should have been victorious. The Outlaw, it's his town, and he gets back at Sean Compton for the meantime, but Major Massacre wins the title, advances in the tournament, and the Outlaw, it appears, may go into December 5th without the SWF Championship. Is this the beginning of the end? Let's hope not. More in a moment with the live wire, please. Star Wrestling Federation action December 5th, Saturday night. Will it be the Outlaw Indy Runyon's final match as an SWF competitor? Tickets at United Way, House of Bargains, and Napa. And now we have to hear from the man who, will it be his last match? Come and see December 5th.
Major Massacre, you piece of crap. If you got any problems about you, get your ass out here right now. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness. The Outlaw sounds like he means business. And Major Massacre, we all agree, is a piece of garbage. The Outlaw does want a rematch, and that is justifiably so, but I don't think he's going to get his wishes if Commissioner Allen and Major has anything to do with it.
Randy Allen, get your ass.
Oh, my gosh, that's a terrible thing to ask for Commissioner Allen. It's like saying Beetlejuice's names 3 times. No, no, not him, please. No, we don't want him. No, 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 we don't want him. Not at all.
That's what I thought. You guys are in outlaw country. Give it up.
Garrison is indeed outlaw country. Portsmouth's outlaw country. Manchester's outlaw country. The whole Superstar Wrestling Federation area. It's all outlaw country. But will it be after January 1, 99? A very significant day. A very, very significant day. Not only is it the birthday of a very important person in my life, but it could be a very significant day in the contractual agreement that the Outlaw Indy Runyon has with Superstar Wrestling Federation officials. And the live wire, Chris Smith, as promised, will comment on this in a very brief time. We will pin him down and get to the bottom of the situation. And we will hope that Commissioner Allen, with the holidays upon us, will remember his compassion and will do the right thing for all of Scioto County and all of the SWF following. SWF title tournament continues with more second round matches here in a moment. Oh, wait a minute. Are we in the third round now, live wire?
I don't know what's going on. I know what happened in the ring just now was a load of, well, you know what, but regardless, a lot of crap going on with Commissioner Randy Allen. Thanksgiving coming up and all. I want to give my thanks and hope that the Outlaw is re-signing the SWF. I don't want to leave the SWF, but we will leave if the Outlaw is not re-signed.
Pardon me? Oh, my.
Not a whole lot of time
Of course,
here.
no. And we're very concerned that that things go
Thank God he fixed the
in
camera.
a successful manner for all you Outlaws. We want all of you. You're very important to this organization, in my humble opinion.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just basically it's come down to one person. One man is going to decide all this right now. And, you know, he's only 5'4". I don't know if I'd call him a man or not, but regardless, one person has got to decide whether or not the Outlaws are going to stay with the Superstar Wrestling Federation. At this point, I'll be honest with you, it looks pretty bleak. But like I say, anything can happen. The holiday season is coming up. Maybe all the fans of the SWF will get a gift, as well as the Outlaws. So, you know, who knows?
I may be speaking out of turn here, Livewire, but I would ask that you would refer to Commissioner Allen in his respected state that he is. Commissioner Allen, let's not have any off-color remarks that may not be of any off-kilter nature. It is the holidays after all, and we're all of brotherly love and good-natured fun here.
I'll refer to Mighty Mouse as whatever he wants me to refer to him. I mean, you know, I can toss
Mighty Mouse, yes, that's a very great cartoon. I used to enjoy that wonderfully as the Mercenary and Major Massacre.
Get him a big slab of cheese for Christmas.
Oh my! And okay, Major Massacre with that coveted American Championship, and it must disgust you to see that he's wearing your gold and white belt.
Well, I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
A Livewire again stepping out on us, and we have. I want to say I'm sorry for the comments made by the Livewire. Commissioner Allen, the Livewire's statements and opinions are not that of the producer of this program and or any of the rest of us. As the Livewire once again decides to head on out, and of course we have seen Major Massacre succeed in his latest ploy, and that is into the semifinal matchup with the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine against the Heartbreaker here in the SWF title tournament held in Garrison at the elementary school behind the volunteer fire department. We appreciate all of those who were in attendance and involved in this fantastic show. Look forward to going back to Garrison someday as the Heartbreaker getting his normal array of support from the fans here in Kentucky. And signing autographs as usual as the Livewire, reminding him of the time constraint that we do have here on Century Communications Channel 9. Again, a very great thank you to Brad Hall and the staff at Century Communications for their wonderful help this year. Happy holidays, gang.
The fact is, we're over like Rover.
Well, oh, okay. Well, roll over and get on in the match there, Heartbreaker. And
When you mess with ours, we leave scars, okay?
and we know that
I'm gonna put you down like I did you. I'm gonna pick your shoulders up into the ceiling. I'm gonna pick your ass above your shoulder line.
oh my. That's interesting, Heartbreaker.
Wanna see the Outlaws?
Yes, they do. And in 99. They want to see the Outlaws in 99 as well, too. And Major Massacre, though, immediately goes to boots and punches on to the Heartbreaker, who's back up and is not feeling the ill effect of it whatsoever and retaliates with his own set of fists to the jaw of Major Massacre. And off comes the shirt. There's a boot and a punch to the shoulder blades. And whoa, Major Massacre is set back. And there's another punch and another. And Major Massacre already the fatigue level, both of these men. Major on his third match, and Heartbreaker on his third as well. And there is a body slam by the Heartbreaker on Major Massacre in the small of the back. Meanwhile, amidst everything else going on in the ring, as the suplex sends Major on a powder, if you will, to go gather himself with the Mercenary. I really don't want to take anything away from anything going on inside or out of the squared circle, but the important factor is how many people are going to have to go before Commissioner Allen sees the light as the body slam just wrenches the whole body. That's why they call it a body slam of Major Massacre out onto the gym floor. He's slowly back up, and there you see as the Heartbreaker with the plancha onto Major Massacre to the outside, tosses him back in, and the Heartbreaker now without shirt. He's getting ready to really break it down, and I commend these Outlaws. I commend them indeed for all that they've given to this organization and for putting aside all that's going on right now and still performing at the level that they have all along inside the squared circle. I don't think that's anything that any of us have any great appreciation for until we've done it, as he now, with the backbreaker on Major Massacre, fatigue level is going to be the key thing, because right now I'm here to tell you, I'm sure that these two men have both got to be sore and tired. Major Massacre sure appears to be. And the Heartbreaker, yeah. Oh my, as he works on the chin there of the somewhat surprised look on the live wire. He's now trying to get the Heartbreaker into it. The Mercenary very much into this matchup on the other far corner. And the Garrison faithful, of course, indeed, into it, as well as the irate. To the Heartbreaker, eliminates the choke hold, or the chin hold, rather. It was being, whoa, a slap to the jaw. Gets the Heartbreaker's attention. He goes down below, and another one. What does this Major think he's doing? Everything but wrestling. Fighting tactics, if you will, and uncalled for. Boots to the chest, and a splash. As Sean Compton with a 2 3/4. As once again, I'm awaiting the boat to come sliding down with all the water to fall out of the side of your TV with the camera angle we're getting as the cover by Major Massacre. I'm sorry, fans, but we've got to keep our sense of humor in these trying times of ours. And a boot to the lower back. Gets him into the very familiar camel clutch. The Heartbreaker himself has been placed into this by the Major Massacre before. And this is smart by Major. It's a very debilitating hold on a man who already must be worn out by his amount of matches he's performed in this evening. But Livewire still yelling encouragement. Where is the Outlaw? I'm concerned every time I see an absence of the Outlaw Andy Runyon. Will it be the last time that we see him, Portsmouth, Ohio, December 5th at the 17th Street Armory? That's a Saturday night, fans. We know there's a lot of other things going on around the holidays, a lot of basketball championship, high school tournament action. But you're seeing a champion in the Outlaw Andy Runyon as the Mercenary goes in and gets an unfair advantage to the back of Sean Compton. He pulled on the feet of the Heartbreaker, just adding to the leverage of that hold Major Massacre has placed on the Heartbreaker, who now attempts to try to get out of the camel clutch. Looks like he's succeeding. Whoa! Major shoving him back down and landing an elbow to the middle of the back. But that SWF match, or event, if you will, and the final matchup, we're told it might be a tag team title matchup defended by the Outlaw and the Heartbreaker. We will see. That's what Tom O'Neill left as a note on my desk before he left for vacation, but we will see what becomes of that. Will it be the last match for the Outlaw Andy Runyon and the Livewire and Heartbreaker, as that time the Heartbreaker was able to skid out of it and tripped Major Massacre along the way. And a boot to the back of the neck by Major, and now he's got the Heartbreaker back where he wants him, and a camel clutch again, wearing down his opponent. Compton asking for it, giving up. Major saying he quit. I don't buy it. The Livewire illegally up on the apron, and Compton warning him of it, and meanwhile Mercenary taking advantage of the situation and being caught by Compton. It's terrible when you get caught by Compton. The Heartbreaker with an Irish whip being sent in. Up and over. Major, wait a minute. Lethargic, looking around, and clotheslined by the Heartbreaker. Neither one of these men at the top of their game as they're going to the third match, and the Heartbreaker takes a drinking break. He's the drink breaker, if you will, and there he's also almost a leg breaker as he comes off. It appeared that he was going for the springboard clothesline or something, and it all for naught, but he's back up as Major gets Irish whipped to the corner, and the Vastine salt, and Major's down. Devastating move by the Heartbreaker. Major back up. Oh, is he going for his finisher? The Vastine bomb, if you will, and there it is. He's got him up and back down again. And a 3 count finishes off Major, who gets told he's #1 by the Heartbreaker, and the current tag team, one half of the current tag team title holders is still in the running to become an SWF champion. So lost in all this is the gunning by the Heartbreaker. 3 successful matches, 3 rounds into this SWF title tournament. The Heartbreaker still stands, and will he hold 2 championships? Will he hold the gold twice in the Superstar Wrestling Federation? We will find out momentarily as he will take on William Thunder the First, we believe, for the finals of the SWF title tournament. We will get the live wire up in the booth with us before it's all over, so you don't have to listen to my hoarse voice the rest of the night. But fans, please, we admonish you, if there's any way that you can, it's supporting a great cause in the United Way, and you may see the final match of the Outlaw Indy Runyon. You may see history itself in the making in Portsmouth, Ohio. More in a moment as we get to the SWF title.
Let's get set. Monday Night Madness is returning to the Armory on 17th Street, and I implore you to be there. This is going to be the Outlaw Andy Runyon's final show with the SWF if the King, Randy Allen, does not re-sign him. The house party is going to be live and in your face December 5th at the 17th Street Armory.
Please forgive any emotional things that may have happened with the live wire, Chris Smith. I truly feel his pain, as the last match of '98 for the Superstar Wrestling Federation may be the last match forever in the SWF for the Outlaw Indy Runyon. As we look forward to '99, let's hope that we can look forward with a New Year's resolution of never going through anything like this again. But you see William Thunder the First getting ready in this SWF title matchup, as the live wire are going out to introduce his tag team partner in crime, if you will, the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine, who of course has been alongside the Outlaw even longer than the live wire, and we certainly would be remiss in not finding out his opinions in the matter, and also very concerned about his whereabouts in '99. Hopefully one time we'll get an opportunity to talk to the Heartbreaker on the air, because so far he's been just mum's the word quiet, but this is a very intense and emotional man as well, and I dare say that he just right now is overwhelmed with the whole notion of not being able to be a part of wrestling action in Portsmouth with the SWF. But right at this moment, he had his sights set and his direction centered on the SWF Championship, which he had an opportunity to take right there, as you see him kissing the title, held literally right there by Sean Compton. And I guess you could make a statement that for the moment, Sean Compton holding the SWF title in its vacant state and open. And that's one thing I'll say for the Commissioner Allen, who does grab that title away from him as if it is his own. I'm surprised that he didn't put it around his own very waist, because he's done everything else in such a, well, in his own fashion. And we will save the criticism of any of Commissioner Allen's actions in the SWF. As we got set, and the live wire with a quick save of the microphone from security man Doug Williams and Bub Roberts, who do such a fine, excellent security job. But the Heartbreaker had something to say leading up to this title bout.
First American heavyweight champion, and I beat your ass.
Popular word tonight.
And I know you're the commissioner, but you know what? These people need to get your ass ass. All right? Now you.
That's not true. The Heartbreaker statement there is untrue. We do care about the commissioner, and we do believe in him, and to some extent in what he has to say. Oh, brother.
All I know is you called Jimmy Craig, and then hung up
goodness gracious. Nonetheless,
Right here. No play. Get down to it. Let's do it. Once again,
and the Heartbreaker and William Thunder the First were getting ready to, and mind you, the Heartbreaker had already wrestled 3 times compared to only once at that point by William Thunder the First, who had gotten a bye basically into the championship match round on the coattails, if you will, of the commissioner, Randy Allen. And referee Sean Compton getting ready to call this one. And fans, as we reminded you, SWF action, we will be around with or without, unfortunately, the Outlaw or the Outlaws. December 5th at 17th Street Armory. December 5th, as we mentioned, for the United Way of Southern Ohio. Get your tickets at the United Way in the House of Bargains in Napa in Portsmouth. And those locations will be provided with tickets. And if you don't know about it, you ought to by now. We've certainly preached it to you. And in January, we will be coming back to Minford High School for Born to be Wild 2 as the Heartbreaker Jay Vastine starts off this matchup with an attempt to try to pick up and body slam the 360-pound William Thunder the First. To no avail, but William Thunder the First charged and missed with no water in the pool. On a splash into the corner, Heartbreaker comes off with the Vastine salt early and to no avail. Thunder still fresh, getting out of the way and clotheslines the Heartbreaker down. We appreciate all the mail we've gotten from the fans this year and all the great support and all the teamwork that we've had from the great fundraisers and the charitable organizations we've been a part of this year and helped out, we hope, and look forward to more in 99 as the leg drop devastates the Heartbreaker. But speaking of devastating, I'm sorry, but the whole notion of 99, it does not seem complete without also uttering the words that the Outlaw Andy Runyon will be leading us into the next millennium, if there's going to be one, as the clothesline off the top rope does finally fall William Thunder the First. And as the Heartbreaker continues on in the ring, we hope that they keep it on. Whoa, nicely done with the springboard cross body, and Thunder kicks out with authority on the lateral press, and Jay Vastine is now outside of the ring. But will the Heartbreaker's heart be broken as the Outlaw's contract is not really broken, but not re-upped, if you will, not re-signed, because so far it is our information that the commissioner, Randy Allen, this is according to Tom O'Neill, who is a very, very good source, has not been an offer tabled by the commissioner to even negotiate a contract for 99 for the Outlaw Andy Runyon, whose current contract does expire December 31st, 98. Nice side suplex slam there by William Thunder the First. Sean Compton looking on. We're looking on through tilted vision, if you will, as to this cameraman's version of the matchup. He turns him around for a neck breaker. Nicely done. And William Thunder the First back up to his feet. And we want to wish everybody a happy Turkey Day coming up. Hope that everyone does get a good hot meal for Thanksgiving and an enjoyable time with family and friends. It's what it's all about. And give thanks for all. And we give thanks for a great year as Commissioner Allen walks around the ring with his title in hand. And but fans, we do encourage your opinions and your thoughts and suggestions and your support of the Outlaws if it's there. It's only going to be through you that we can keep him, I'm certain, as Thunder lands the leg across the shoulder in a very devastating way on the Heartbreaker. Down he goes for the cover. Lateral press, very sloppily done. He picks him back up. Now, wait a minute. Maybe I can't even criticize the wrestling moves and ability of William Thunder the First, because he's too much in accordance with Commissioner Allen. An Irish whip, and he picks him up. Samoan drop, nicely done. And Sean Compton still ready to count, but Thunder the First is back up. Doesn't want to go for it just yet. William Thunder the First with his metamorphosis, if you will, and change of direction in his life. We think that maybe, wait a minute, there's a choke slam attempted, it looks, on the Heartbreaker. Will he get him up? Just barely, as fatigue is sitting in on both of these individuals, and the Heartbreaker back down on the mat. A recent happy birthday to William Thunder the First. Hope he has a good Thanksgiving as well as he goes up top. And not getting much of a response and great reaction from the crowd, and he goes for the big splash! Out of the blue, and a cover, and a 3! And we have a new Superstar Wrestling Federation title holder. William Thunder the First is our new heavyweight champion, with the emphasis on heavyweight. The 360-plus pound wrestler, grappler, William Thunder the First. I think those blonde roots have gone to his head. Actually, not roots, but blonde coloring. And now Commissioner Allen, proudly, I'm sure, presenting the title to the victorious William Thunder the First. And I have to admit, he did seem to gain that title in a somewhat upper hand way, and nothing totally out of the ordinary. As Major Massacre comes out to give a salt in the wound to the Heartbreaker with a kick. Make no mistake about it, the Heartbreaker wrestling 4 times tonight. What a showing he did, and I'll tell you, that was impressive just in its own right. Take nothing away from this man. He went through the grueling stretch of it all as he and the live wire, and there's the Outlaw. Comes to the ring, and he swings the chair at the William Thunder the First, who manages to get out of the way. The Peacemaker's out there. Oh, you know what, breaking loose, Major tucking tail and running. Security losing control. Fans, this is what SWF is all about, whether we like it or not. It has turned into this. But every man, woman, and child, we appeal to you. If you believe in the entertainment value of the Superstar Wrestling Federation, in the wrestling action that you've seen for really better than a year, more than like 3 or 4 years in this area, but for the SWF, the better part of this year, over half, will you stand idly by and let the Outlaw leave?
Move up your ass right now, come on!
His voice is about as hoarse as mine, but he is the voice of the people. Commissioner Allen directing William Thunder the First to keep his distance. That SWF title should be the Outlaws. He covets it so. He's deserving of it. No, but instead, William Thunder the First is going to hold it at least for another day. If he can. And as long as the commissioner is in control of this situation, I know that he can. I believe it.
I don't see your name on there, Mr. In-Law.
Oh, brother.
And I just beat your ass to a pulp.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, you can give all kinds of excuses, but I don't think you can decide.
Just like the live wire, they're going back to Aspen. Oh, my.
Hey, big bluer! My name may not be on that title, but it sure is on your ass.
No. The Outlaw may be not returning, but he's not a beaten man. He's not going to lay down and take this idly. He won't let people walk on him.
You guys get your rear.
Oh, my goodness. The Peacemaker ready to negotiate a treaty, I think. But, well, one thing's for certain, December 5th, Portsmouth, Ohio, 17th Street Armory. We will be coming into that as an SWF title holder being William Thunder the First. But will he leave? Will it be his last match? Well, it most definitely appears it may be the last match of the man holding the microphone in the ring. But come on out.